This podcast is brought to you by the California Coalition Against Sexual Assault, an organization committed to providing leadership, vision, and resources to those who work to eradicate sexual violence in our communities.
I'm involved with the Women's Club, which is a non-campus affiliated kind of support group. And I'm also involved at SAGE, Students Advocating Gender Equality, which is a recognized org, and we do some more official type things on campus. In Women's Club, we organized this past week a protest against violence and pornography and how it contributes to violence against women. I also, the Women's Club worked with the Peace and Justice League to organize Take Back the Night to bring awareness to sexual assault, and also to protest certain university administrative standpoints that we considered unfair. And then SAGE is going to be putting on a sex fair for Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and the sex fair is going to promote healthy sexuality that's based on respect and mutual pleasure.
I first started getting involved with this my freshman year in a group that used to be on campus called Women's Unions, which was like a feminist organization where we basically came together and we talked about women issues and things that were going on that's happened to us related to sexuality and healthy relationships. I was at Mia Mingus, which was a great presentation, and she talked about sexual violence that relates to different minority groups. I also been involved in a new group on campus called Women's Circle, which is basically the recreation of the Women's Union that kind of dissolved due to the fact that the people who ran it graduate. And we did a video series where we had video from Andrea Durkin and videos on the topic of rape and like cases of genocide and other situations around the world. So yeah, so far my experience has been good.
I started the Women's Club, and in the sense we just sort of wanted to open up the dialogue on campus because everyone's numb or apathetic. So radical action and grassroots work, I say, is what we would do to sort of into the public, into the UNH atmosphere, get the conversation going, because it's not there, it's really numb. I use the term porn culture. Just to have people critically start thinking about this issue, because I think that that's where it starts to change, you know, is when we start to self-scrutinize and think about these issues in a different way, face them on. And we also work a lot working in solidarity between each of these communities and groups who are trying to end sexual violence. There's not a lot of solidarity there, so building that is really important to me before we go on to the outer community. We organized an anti-pornography rally/demonstration. We shredded pornography. We handed out a zine, so we made a femizine. We've held a film series this whole semester called The Turning of Times and the End of Violence Against Women. We showed 4 films, 4 sort of different films, with discussions afterwards. We're holding one more film at the end of this. We're going to be a part in the sex fair. Not to counteract the sex fair, but to make people aware of like the harmful effects of pornography and how our culture, you know, affects our sexualities and such. We want to continue to spread our message that we need to end violence against women in all forms under patriarchy. We're sort of in the midst of planning an anti-porn conference in the fall. Sort of want it to be a big thing. And just like to start this conversation going, to show people these issues, because a lot of people don't know what these issues are or what is behind these issues or the intersectionality between them all and how they all relate. And I think that we really, by just like doing all this stuff, spreading our message, we're starting to show people that they can all work together. It can be a simultaneous task. And that's really just what we're trying to do, along with support for each other, sisterhood. We're just trying to revolutionize our campus, to revolutionize the states, to revolutionize the world, I suppose.
Thank you for listening. This episode was brought to you by the California Coalition Against Sexual Assault. For more information about CalCASA's mission, or to show your support, please visit our website, calcasa.org. That's calcasa.org. If you'd like to watch or listen to other presentations like this one, you can subscribe to our podcast feed. Visit www.calcasa.org/feed/podcast.